Alright, and as promised, in this episode we're gonna do the electric blast furnace. But first, I'm gonna show you something interesting. You probably know that you can scan a lot of stuff to gain these attributes, but sometimes you have things you don't have the attribute yet, like this bronze helmet. However, you can see that if I try to scan this here, it don't work. However, let's do the same thing into the production table. Bronze helmet, like this. Normal, isn't it? Now, I can scan it. And I did not need to actually make it. This is interesting. So if you have items you want to scan but don't want to waste the material on it, just do like this. Place the item, scan it, and then remove it. That is all. So we have here a lot of invar rods and invar plates. First things first, need to make the frames. 16 frames. I'm not gonna place the flame in the middle, wrench and hammer, and then let's make around it. Let's give her heat-proof casings. 10 of it, but I want more. I want all of it. Alright, now we have these heat-proofing casings. Now, 3 furnaces, 3 electronic circuits, 10 cables, and 1 heat-proof make us the electric blast furnace. Yay! Finally! Oh. This also gives us a quest, don't it? Oh, we still need to make this one. But unfortunately this will not be the only thing you need to make. You also need to make a lot of stuff that you're gonna use inside with the blast furnace. We need the input bus and an output bus. We also gonna need an input hatch, which is fine. Here we're gonna place the wrench on top and the hammer on side, with all these tools here to make a maintenance hatch. I need to pick my steel here because I need to make a muffler. I don't remember if it's a large one or just a steel pipe. Just a steel pipe. And I probably don't have any. So let's just make one here. Place it here. A muffler hatch. Don't forget to scan it. We need all the points we can get it. Now we have almost everything. Oh, we still need the energy hat. So let's place one here and with cable. Give us the energy hatch. Ta-da! You need 3 of them. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. This makes the base of the electric blast furnace. But as you saw, we're still missing one component. That is the copper nickel wires. Let's get everyone. Let's sleep on the floor to keep our slow boilers hot. And here we not go because my wrench is still here. And you go in the middle. Now first things first, I need to make double wires. That's correct. And now I make another batch of double cables. Then I make this. Now I place it here and I get the coils. Not enough wrench for it. Let's make another steel wrench. It's probably gonna be the last wrench I'm gonna make. Now we have done it. Ta-da! Now let me see. Why it says 4 here? This is kind of a trick situation because I always use it for both the achievements and some people say that you can actually only just use 3 of these, but let us make 4 anyway. Really? I need to make it. Okay. Let's place the base key for this tractor here to output into the assembly. Then say to extract the aluminum sack. So we got some squid inky, a book, and the electric furnace. Give us the book that teaches how to build it. Then they should complete the quest, I suppose. It seems so. Now let's make some black bronze, rose gold, and of course aluminum. Yikes! Now. Let's go slowly, shall we? What the blast furnace console? Input, output. I want you here in the middle. One energy, 2 energies, 2 energies, and the maintenance hatch in the back, of course. Now we can get the wrench. Wrench those down. And you stay out, you stood out, don't you? It's okay. We'll get you a place later on. We'll get the coils. 2 rows of coils. So tired. Now here go the muffler, but we need to have space. We need to break this one. and you should look up. Now goes there, the last coils, and ta-da! It's formed. Oh my, so much defects. We need to get our tools and fix this quickly. But not quickly because it's not going to start anyway. Where are you going? Where are you going? This is just a temporary place because I don't want to be too far away from my place here. You go here, go here. You throw, why not? Let's use every tool. Just because we can. You only have the circuit board net out. Let's see how it needs me to make the soldering tool. Where is it now? A battery. No, it's okay to have just one defect. Now it is kind of ready. Now the only thing is left is to give it power and the material to start and give it a whack to go. But unfortunately those are still charging. So I'm gonna wait a bit more here. They are so evil. To make the soldering iron, it will always require a lithium battery. I can't use any other kind of battery. See? All lithium. Fine, I pay the price for your evil. Now we can fix the last problem of the electric blast furnace. So here we go. Custom one, and now it should be perfect. No troubles. Let's make a quick check. It's still filling up this one, but that's the last one that is missing. So we can start to smelt those aluminum. We have a good chunk of it. So let's grab one and see how much time you're gonna take. A minute and a half and this much power. Okay, so goodbye. And it is working. And the power is being drained very quickly. But here I should have enough power to finish at least 2 aluminum before I need to wait for the energy to replenish itself. And it's gonna be like this for a good amount of time. So this boring part I will not show you. And it's completed. Yay! We got our first aluminum. Light. It's lighter like a feather. Let's see the damage. Yeah, it depleted a lot of this one here. And this one here has not been touched. Oh, this is gonna be very boring. So while you wait for our power to build up so we can cook more and more and more aluminum and to get the minimum amount to do things better, and to think of this I have made here. I have made a setup to auto-create dynamite for me. Kind of auto-create, because let's go step by step. Here we have a compressor that's compressing cells and putting this hatch where it's gonna empty the air in the hatch and then the cell be dragged back in by a conveyor belt with set to export with input allowed. From here we have the fluid duct to extract the air and set it into this basic centrifuge. And basic centrifuge is right here. When it processes the air, you're gonna get an oxygen air cell that will be inputted in this input hatch the same way as this one do, with the conveyor belt below it to send it back, and behind you have a pump to void the oxygen because we don't need it that much now. Then the nitrogen get pumped to this fluid canner to be canned and sent to the chemical reactor where it's gonna be processed with the carbon dust and water into the glycerin, and the glycerin is pumped here to this fluid pipes to be combined with paper and string to make dynamite. And there is a point, and here is the point where it's not automated because I have no way to give it carbon dust as it is now, for now. Later on I'll be able. Same thing here, string paper, and it is still to feed manual, but at least it's gonna run. And I made some tests with power generation. I think I have found my OP power generation, but that is gonna require a lot of resource and construction, so until I get there we need to wait. After a lot of time and some cooking, we have now 24 aluminum and 5 anodized copper, so let's get it. Even though that I don't need to get out this aluminum, only this much, only. Now let's grab 2 batteries here. One goes for the water mill, and the other one goes to print bending. So let's bend some aluminum. And last one, okay. 18 aluminum plates, 10 anodized copper. Now let's go here for our little assembly, which already had a rubber waiting for us, and make the cables. And here we go for the last cable. Done. Now let's go for our crafting table to make some new casing. Aluminum goes here. Let's make a beautiful cycle. Arrange the middle. MEV casing. Let's make 2 of it. Now place the casing here. Copper cables on sides. More aluminum in the top. And iron at the sides. Give us the medium voltage machine rule. It's so divine. Now let's get one cable back and combine it with one machine casing to get the medium voltage energy hat. Now we don't need to use the 4 anymore, so we need to replace it back with the heat-proof casings. Let's leave it here, ready for the future. However, we still need a way to extra power. I could make some large battery. Okay, here we have a lot of medium voltage battery. all we need to do is make it this shapey and then fill it with the cadmium or lithium or sodium. However, I want to do something different. I want to go here, and we have this recipe for industrial craft to make the battery, like this one here, advanced air battery. But as you can see, it don't make it. See? Don't make it, because you need to use not copper, but unlead copper. Now we have it. So let's make 4 of it. And here, as you can see, I have the recipe ready for get onto the machine room. And 9 slots battery buffer. I know it's kind of overkill, but copper, it only costs more copper to make. And now we finally have it. So it's time to remove the old ones and place the new one. Let's get our wire cutter so we can cut the wires. Let's remove the battery buffers. Let's cut the cables because you don't need it anymore. Not in this configuration, of course, I mean. Now we take out the energy hatches and this one here, and then kind of full. Let's put this away for now. We're gonna need the input hatch to put oxygen inside of it, so let's place it on the side. Now the energy hatch goes here, and the rest is just heat-proof stuff. It is done. Now place the battery buffer here. Go up. Place the battery here. And just draw the cables. And then they're gonna explode. No. Because this is the same voltage. It should starting filling up sometime after it fills the internal buffer of the battery buffer. Don't forget that they have an internal buffer. Sometimes you place a thing in and don't start charging this, you think that there's something wrong. No, there's not something wrong. It just takes some time for it to actually charge the internal buffer. Let me look for here. The internal buffer of the medium voltage is 7000 EU, so we're gonna take a while to actually start filling this up. And while we wait this for starts charging up, we can place back our precious material here. The low battery buffer goes here and up with our precious batteries on it, and then a transformer. And boom. I play with that, but that happened so many times into the past. You won't believe it. Every time I'm gonna place it, my heart kind of stop for a moment. I left the battery into the thing, didn't I? Now the last one here. Boom. Now is another waiting time for this to have a decent charge. At least now with this all this here, everything should start filling up. It'll take time to starting charging the was because it's gonna split the power between all those parts in there. But now this is one step that we have progress. Now the next step is to cook even more aluminum so we can go to the second part of the steer of power, the transmission of power. As you are aware, I can only transmit a power one tier higher to the tier I can craft now. When I had the low voltage, I could craft the medium voltage, like I did it with this one here. That's coming from on the top here into medium voltage. That's because it reduces the loss of energy. I still lose energy, but instead of sending 4 packets into a single cable and losing for all the amperages, not packs, by upping the amperage to the next level and transmitting over long distance, I have less loss. So even if I travel 32 blocks into medium voltage with low voltage power up there, I'll be losing 1 amperage instead of 4 or all of it. When I'll be able to cook all and knock aluminum to make 2 transformers, I'll be able to transmit power with high voltage, and that is gonna make the loss of distance even less. So I'll be able to work into my power generation below and send it all the way up here with very little loss. It will still be a loss, but it will lesser than before. But this episode has been running for a very long time. As promised, the electric blast furnace is here. This was OnGod. Thank you for watching.